Welcome to the Bump List. This is James.
Adam.
We got a lot to talk about. We got drafts. I wish I had a draft beer right now, but we got drafts. We got the Anthony Davis trade. That's big. That's
They still aren't going to win.
big. Oh, I have a lot to talk about that.
Shit.
And then we got our predictions for stomping grounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're doing like two great things, and everything else is just shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, they tried to fix it by putting 2 good matches in there.
Yeah.
Or 3 with the Brian, Rowan, and whoever they're facing. Heavy Machinery,
yeah. That'll be a good match. So, first and foremost, of course, we're going to talk about the Anthony Davis trade that went down. And actually, I just read a rumor right now that the Lakers are trying to get a second-round pick from New Orleans while dishing out Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, 3 first-round picks.
How could they try to get anything if the trade is...
Well, it's not done yet because we're not in the new season yet.
If they ask for too much, how do you know the Pelicans won't just be like, you know what? Fine, no.
Yeah,
they
might.
No.
They might. Because the Lakers are idiots.
Yeah.
They're fucking idiots. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're stupid as shit. That's what's going on with that shit.
Yeah.
So, but I think the Pelicans won this trade.
They did. I was telling you,
Pelicans won this trade.
This is why Lakers are kind of one of my douches this week. Like, they essentially, if this trade goes through, wasted 5 drafts. Because they took D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, traded D'Angelo Russell so they could draft Lonzo Ball, took Hart in like the bottom of the first round one of the years, and just traded like 3 first-round picks for Anthony Davis, who most likely isn't even going to re-sign with the Lakers.
No, he said he is. He said he's going to re-sign. But, I believe him. I just don't believe in him.
Yeah.
I believe that he needs like 2 or 3 stars. He needs to be part of a trio, of a super team to at least get to the Western Conference Finals because the Western Conference is so fucking tough.
And they're not going to get it because
do shit in New Orleans.
They're not going to get it because most likely Kyrie's going to Brooklyn.
Well, that's the East.
I know, I'm saying.
Okay.
They're not going to get a third person.
Oh, they're not going to get a third
because most likely Kyrie's going to Brooklyn. Kawhi may
more than likely stay in Toronto, but he's going to go to the Clippers if anything.
Yeah. And
he'll go to LA. He's going to go to the Clippers.
Yeah.
It's the Raptors or Clippers for him.
Yeah. And
Jimmy Buckets. I'm sorry to say, but Jimmy Butler, all he is a watered down LeBron James. And you can't have two of those. Well, I mean, a really watered down LeBron James, like really, really, really watered down. But it's the same fucking player.
Yeah,
that's not gonna work.
And the only
you can't make that shit work because they're sort of the same fucking player. You're gonna need a point guard or a 3-point shooting artist like a Klay Thompson, but he's gonna probably stay in Golden State.
He's gonna be out all year,
and he's gonna be out most of the year.
Durant.
So,
and they're saying Durant's gonna pick up his option now that he's done for the whole year.
Well, that's actually a smart idea. So he's
for him. It is.
Well, yeah, because
for the Warriors.
Well, yeah, because if he didn't pick up his option, then he would be a free agent, and we're like, well, you're broken, so no, fuck you. But now he could get paid the whole year and sit on the bench for the Golden State Warriors for a whole year.
He's not even going to be on the bench. He's going to be rehabbing all year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What am I talking about? Yeah, he's going to be rehabbing all year. And then the next year he'll go in as a free agent.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's smart on his point.
Yeah.
It really is. But
there's like some free agents that could help the Lakers, but one of them, like, if Kyrie does go to Brooklyn and Russell becomes a free agent, but most likely Russell wouldn't go back to LA after they traded him.
No.
So they could fucking take Lonzo Ball.
What about Kemba Walker?
He's not a free agent.
They could trade for him. But who are they going to trade?
What are they going to trade? They just trade all their picks and players away.
Let's see. You know what? We're going to play
they
a
still
game.
Have Kuzma.
We're going to play a game. Oh, whoopsie fucking do. I know. We're going to play a game. 2019 free agents.
They have
NBA.
Kuzma. That's who they can trade right now.
Okay, we're going to look at... What Okay, I guess.
Or Chris Paul might get traded, but.
All right. No. Durant, no. Kyrie, no. Kawhi, no. Butler. Like I said, Butler would not make sense, and it would not make them into a perennial team in the West.
It wouldn't make sense, but it would be something I could see them doing.
Well, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker is a free agent, so I could see Kemba Walker going there, but I still don't think that's enough.
He's not a star
It's
player.
he's not.
Player.
He's a good player, but it's not enough. Clay, no, he's gonna stay. Tobias Harris, no, he'll go somewhere, or I don't know.
Chris Middleton would be good.
That might be good.
Yeah. But the Bucks still might resign.
They might max him out, you know. Russ,
D'Angelo.
yeah, but he's not going.
He wouldn't go back to LA.
No, he won't go back to LA. And now that he's not going to want to back up Kyrie if he goes to Brooklyn. So that means D'Angelo might want to go to Chicago.
Yeah, there's rumors they're going to push hard for him.
Al Horford, no, that's nothing big. Nikola Vucevic,
that's a good center.
Yeah,
they don't have a center since they traded 13.
Yeah, hey Boogie, I can see him go to the Lakers, and it would still not work.
The last 3 years of watch Porzingis.
Well then,
the last 3 years of watching DeMarcus Cousins play, like for as much as I liked him when he was like playing with the Kings, he's not really that great good of a player.
Yeah. And then everybody else just fucking no.
JJ Redick will change it.
No, that's not happening.
Go JJ Redick. But no, I mean, like I get why the Lakers this trade because the same reason the Cavs and the Heat used to do all their trades because LeBron James is basically their GM.
And it's not gonna do anything.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna win.
They're not gonna win shit. And
that's why I said the Pelicans will win before they do, before the Lakers do.
I could see that,
especially if they have Zion now, and then Zion, Brandon.
I will say this:
Lonzo could at least pass and play defense.
Yes, I will say this, and this is gonna be who's gonna fucking check this out in 7 years. In the next 7 years, the New Orleans Pelicans will have a better record than the Lakers at least 4 out of those 7 years.
Yeah.
At least.
Well, especially if you consider
Lakers want to win now, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
And like another 3-4 years, LeBron may retire.
Exactly. Once his kid, gets to the NBA in about 3 years or whatever. I think that's when his contract.
And once he makes the Lakers draft him.
Yeah,
that's
exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna take my kid, and that's how it's gonna be. And that's it. Well, actually, what I've heard is whoever is gonna draft his kid, because he will be up for his contract will be up. He'll just go to that team.
Yeah.
So he's gonna leave the Lakers high and dry in about 3 years.
Just like he did with the Cavs.
Yeah. So guess what?
The Heat Lakers, were a little better prepared.
You ain't getting shit. You're not even going to sniff a championship. What's funny
is
not even sniff.
Is how badly, for giving them the championships, how badly LeBron James really fucked up all the teams he was on. Like, he made the Heat give Hassan Whiteside a max contract.
Yeah, you're right.
So now they are stuck with a basically 14 to 15 point a game scorer.
Yeah.
With a max contract that no one wants.
Right.
And then you go to
you can block the ball.
Then you go to the Cavs, and he wanted Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins for some reason. I mean, Wiggins isn't great, but he's better than Love. And he also convinced them to give Kevin Love a max contract. I seriously think his plan is like, let's just fuck these teams as much as possible and see what.
Let's see, after I give him a championship or not a championship,
just fuck him.
Just fuck him over. Just fuck them all. Who gives a shit? So with NBA talk, we got NBA draft that's popping up.
Yep.
We got some names out there.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Pelicans with Zion Williamson. That's going to be a guarantee. We got the Grizzlies with Ja Morant. That's going to be a guarantee. The Knicks at number 3, they're going to go for Barrett, right? No?
They're saying Garland now.
Really?
Yeah.
Darius Garland?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're the Knicks. Why do you ask questions like that?
Why?
Because they're the Knicks.
So they're the Oakland Raiders of the NBA? Just
Pretty
take
much.
some random ass motherfucker out of nowhere?
Pretty much.
Oh fuck. Well, let's see. Draft NBA draft. Mock draft. Alrighty then. Well,
I mean, it's not in the mock draft, but that's what ESPN was saying. That they're working out Garland and are really interested in drafting him.
Sense.
It's the Knicks. Does it have to make sense?
All right. So does that mean that the Pelicans get R.J. Barrett and Zion?
They may take.
Pelicans are number 4.
Yeah, but
they're on the clock.
Still trying to trade that pick too. So it could be whoever moves up to 4. And they also really like Jarrett Culver. And they kind of need a point guard too. So if the Knicks do to end up taking Barrett, they could take Garland or Kobe White or one of those guards.
Yeah, because it says right here with the Phoenix Suns, in this one it says Darius Garland is going number 6, but it says still thinks someone will deal up to number 4 to grab him, but he's here. If he's here, it's a steal for the Suns. Yeah, I could see that.
Nah.
I don't want Cam Reddish.
I don't.
I don't either. I do
not.
But the biggest I think the Bulls are going to get him. I think the Bulls are going to be fucking idiotic. They're either going to get Cam Reddish or they're going to get somebody like, this is a perfect one. They will definitely get Sekou Doumbouya from France. That's guaranteed something the Bulls will do. If
the Bulls don't trade up, which is kind of the rumor right now,
I can see them
that they're talking to move up to try to move up to 4. I honestly think they're going to take Kobe White if he's there, because they obviously don't like Chris Dunn. Despite trading for him, they need a point guard.
Yeah, they do.
And at this point, he'd be the best player on the draft if you're going by what teams always say, best player available. And the Bulls are stupid.
The Bulls are stupid. They're going to get some random
But like I said, I wouldn't mind them drafting Cam Reddish if they also sign Jimmy Butler and Derrick Rose, because I want to be entertained, and that'll be funny.
That would be insane.
That'll be funny.
I would cry.
That would be amazing.
Why would that? Why? Why?
Because if they're going to be bad, I at least want to be amused by them.
Oh, they're going to want to kill each other every fucking night.
Good. That'll make the game more entertaining.
It's true.
Could have like halftime battles between players.
Butler versus Zach LaVine. Derrick Rose is in the fucking corner with his goddamn sex toy crying, saying his ankle hurts or something. Cam Reddish and oh my God, I can't.
I think the biggest
Otto Porter
will be good.
Yeah, I like Otto.
I think the biggest concern I have with the Bulls in this draft is the stupid report that came out today that they now, which really makes no sense because they just drafted a power forward and a center in the past 2 drafts. They now consider the backcourt to be more of a need than point guard.
Why? It doesn't make sense.
Even though they have Wendell Carter,
yes,
Lauri Markkanen,
yes,
who they got?
Lopez.
Hutchinson. No, they don't have. They have Hutchinson, Lopez, Felicio. So they have 5 players,
and they say it's still a need.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much saying Wendell Carter Jr. sucks ass, and we need to get.
He's good.
Yeah, but that's what they're pretty much saying.
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
That's why they're going to sign Jimmy Butler and Derrick Rose and draft Cam Reddish. Just to fuck with you. In their press conference, they're like, fuck you, James.
I believe it, too. I believe it. I've seen it before.
They're
Believe
we have 3 words for you. Fuck you, James.
God damn it. Why is this got to happen to me? So we got another draft.
And they'll sign them all to max contracts and just completely fuck everything. They'll re-sign Otto Porter to a max contract too.
Make me want to
just completely fuck everything.
Just give me my Jack Daniels.
Just completely fuck everything off.
Fuck. So we got another draft. It's the NHL draft. That's on Friday. It's pretty much like the NBA draft this year. It's just like
There's some
3 good players and then the rest as well. Who the fuck is left?
I mean, there's some good
name.
players in there. There's
his fucking name, but we all know who's going to be
yeah,
number
Jack
1.
Hughes and
Jack Hughes
Capo Caco are going to be number 1 and 2.
Yep.
Which is obvious. Like, from what everyone's saying, like, the draft kind of would get interesting at what the Blackhawks pick would be. Because they're saying, like, the Blackhawks could either go, which a lot of people think they do, is draft another defensive player, which would be Bowen Byram.
Yeah.
Which would be a good pick and would help their defense because, like I said last week, Byram looks like he's going to be an amazing defensive player. Or
you're saying Alex Turcotte.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The other option is Alex Turcotte, who is from Chicago.
Yeah.
He's kind of modeled his game after Taves.
Makes
and
sense.
it was like kind of his dream to always play with Jonathan Taves.
Well, he might have a shot.
And like, that's why I like my other douche this week is Bleacher Report once again, or whoever writes for the fucking Blackhawks on that site.
Yes.
Because he said if the Blackhawks don't take Byron number 3, they should just trade their pick.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well, wait. So
if they don't take the defenseman number 3, they should just trade their pick.
Why?
Because what they're saying is like part of it was, which makes sense, is to get more picks, but they don't need more picks because they have like 8.
Well, it depends on who you're going to trade to and what you're going to get back.
But also,
if you got a fucking golden goose of a trade, then why not? I can see that,
but not just because you don't take a player. Okay, let's trade. Because even if
you need depth.
Because
so like
1, 2, 3, there's 4 or 5 really good forwards that the Hawks just made a trade for a defenseman, Amada, which is a pretty good defenseman. They have Hojikaru coming up, Bovequist, Bodan, Mitchell. So they have a lot of defensemen in their system. So it's not really a huge need to draft another defenseman. And at 3, there's 3-4 really good forwards. There's Alex Turcotte, Dylan Cousins, Vasily Podkozin, Kirby Doc, and Cole Caulfield, who are all basically maybe like a year away forwards that could really help. I mean, some people say that Turcotte could play like next year possibly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what the Hawks need, is they need more centermen, they need more scoring, and drafting him, then eventually you get to a position where Taves is on his way out. He could train this kid.
Yeah.
And also, if the kid's ready in a year or 2, you could have your top 3 lines with centers be Taves, Strome / DeBrincat, whoever they play at center, they kind of interchange them on the second line. And then Turcotte is the third center. And have 3 really good centers down the middle, and kind of like what they did with their cup teams when they used to have Taves and Isamov and Kruger, then Taves, Schmaltz, and Kruger, when they had the 3 really good centers in a row. I think just saying it reminds me of like kind of like watching drafts with like other fans where it's like, oh, if they don't take the player I want, they should just get rid of the pick.
Well, then you got, like I said, if you got a golden goose.
If you're getting like offered like 3 or 4 picks.
Yeah,
take
fine.
But if it's just like moving down a few in the second round pick.
Then what's the point? You know, I get it. It's like, what's the point? My douche of the week, actually, I thought of it about an hour ago.
Joe Flacco?
Leave Joe Flacco alone.
You know who beat his passing yards record? Lamar Jackson.
My game tonight or something.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar fucking Jackson.
630 yards passing in a game.
No, my douche of the week, and I know it probably happens in New York, and I know it probably happens in LA, and And it probably even happens with the well, no, not really that anymore because they're actually in the same division. But it definitely happens here in Chicago. Right now, we are in the middle, not middle, a quarter of the way.
Yeah.
Of,
kind of the middle because there's only 4 games.
Yeah, 4 games. Cubs, White Sox.
Yep.
And what I do, I used to be that person. Oh, yeah, we wanted all that shit. You know what? I don't care. I mean, I care because I'm a White Sox fan, but, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, we beat the Cubs. Oh, my God, we beat the Cubs. This is crazy. No, fuck that. It's another fucking win. Fine and great. We're trying to make a push for a playoff spot, even though I know we're not going to get it. We're probably going to win 78 games, 76 to 79 games. We're not going to, maybe even 80. But it's White Sox fans and Cubs fans that are like, oh, you're only happy. We won a championship in 2016. Yeah, well, you haven't won since then, and blah blah blah, and we beat you today, and well, we're gonna kick your ass tomorrow. Fine and great. I understand there needs to be some sort of like little bit of rivalry or whatever, but it's still stupid. Because you know why? Because the Cubs are still one of the best teams in the NL, and the White Sox are growing.
Yeah.
You want to have this conversation maybe next year or guaranteed 2 years from now when you could say both teams are playoff caliber, even maybe World Series caliber. Talking about the Sox maybe. Cubs still definitely will. Fine, I could see a little bit more heat with that. But when either one of the teams sucks or one of the teams is still young or both teams suck, why? Why?
Well, no.
Why?
I always thought it was, and I forgot the score guy's name that I tweeted, but one of them said like something about like, oh, if you don't believe the Cubs-Sox rivalry is a real rivalry, you need to do your research. I commented, I was like, I actually commented, so I was like, they aren't fucking rivals. They don't play in the same division.
They haven't played in the fucking World Series against each other in over 105 fucking years.
Like, I was like, the games only matter for maybe their positioning.
Thank you.
Even that, it's like debatable because it's like for the Cubs, they lost, the Brewers and Cardinals lost, so it doesn't really affect anything. But like, it doesn't matter. I told him, and then he asked me, he's like, oh, if the Sox are, then who's the Cubs rival? I was like, the Cardinals, the Brewers, the Reds, the Pirates.
Thank you.
The Dodgers.
Mets are still a rivalry.
The Padres, because they were a big rival like in the day, so they're still a little bit.
Right.
But I was like,
the White Sox,
I was like, an AL team is really our rival.
The Twins. But by saying that you play because you play each other only 4 fucking times a year, all of a sudden a rivalry just because you're in the same fucking city. You're a red line sweep away of each stadium. Come on, come on. So you know what? To all those White Sox and all those Cub fans that are just jerking off about this fucking shit, you're my douches of the week. So, fuck you.
I also think it was kind of stupid. They were interviewing fans in the stadium, which is a bad idea when fans are 99% drunk.
Exactly. Motherfuckers.
Well, no, and they asked like one fan, and you could tell they fed them answers.
Oh,
because they asked the Cubs fan who's the best shortstop in the city. Obviously, you're gonna say Javi Baez.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, Sox fan, who's the best shortstop?" It's like, Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson. That's it. It's true. Right now, Javi Baez is the best shortstop in the city.
He's been slumping recently,
but still, But you know, just because Tim Anderson has gotten very fucking hot this year, it still doesn't mean we don't know. Yeah. But right now, I would still give it to Javi Baez. So there's my douche of the week, and now we got stomping grounds. No, we're not doing stomping grounds first. So we got to do the review of Raw and SmackDown, which I think, you know what, every single time that there's the go home Raw and the go home SmackDown are just, they drag. I guess they drag, even though there's been some really good matches and you know, with the 2 out of 3 falls type. I think tonight there was one last night which was just like what.
Oh, I did like the Elimination Battle Royal, elimination match.
Yes!
That they finally brought that back as an old rule that they used to do.
Yeah, when I was bitching about it like a few weeks ago. Like, what are you guys doing? But no, that was awesome.
And I liked basically Bobby Lashley and who else was it?
Cesaro?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley and Cesaro both attacked Braun and basically held Ricochet down so he could pin Braun.
So he could get the 1, 2, 3 on Braun. That was great.
And then you just saw both like Lashley and then Cesaro like walking out, just kind of like laughing and just going.
Exactly.
So, that was good. And I'm also happy Cesaro wasn't hurt. I did find out he was just trolling everyone because Cesaro was amazing. Because he kind of knew, obviously he knew last week how Ricochet was coming down.
Yeah.
And that it would look bad coming on his knee.
Right.
So he basically made the ref, the ringside people, and his opponent think he was hurt.
Right.
And carry him to the back. And then he was fine.
And then no, fuck you guys. I'm not hurt at all, so go fuck yourselves.
But that was a really good match. I'm happy Ricochet won.
Yes, and he's gonna get a title shot, which is fucking awesome. He deserves it. You know, he's definitely trending on the up.
Yeah.
Once again, you all know who fucking stole the show this week. It's Bray fucking Wyatt. it's the Firefly Funhouse, and I am just loving every second of this, even more and more and more. There's what else can you say? And other than they better not fuck it up when he becomes live.
Yeah.
I just don't know how though. Like how are they gonna make him into this entity? They gotta do some Undertaker type shit.
Yeah.
They have to. They have to do a lot of lights go off, lights come on type shit. They gotta do a lot of backstage creepy ass.
But they don't have to go too far because, as you've seen on the last like 3 weeks of it, even his nice character is getting darker, getting weirder, and like slowly like becoming more like the Fiend.
Right.
So you don't like you could still have him like portraying the good version of the character, but he could still be the same way.
Exactly. And I'm excited. I'm fucking excited. Maybe we get him at Stomping Grounds. I don't know. That'd be fucking awesome.
But I like to, as I was telling you, like one thing Lance Storm said about the Firefly Funhouse is basically that the Firefly Funhouse is the WWE. That the opening segment is, we're glad you're a friend. It's friendship that will never end. And Bray keeps like doing all his happiness, and White then says, there was a little husky, the pig, that was eating too much because it's. Then he's like, you'll never get pushed like that, you fat slob.
Yep.
Then they ate a rabbit and ate his to get a head for his reward. And then the last one, you saw Bray beating the rabbit for complaining. And then
wow.
Then
all right.
Then you see on his sign it says, "Abandon all hope, ye who exit here." And basically, that's what's on the door.
Yeah.
And basically, that's kind of WWE's feeling towards people who leave the company.
Abandon all hope, ye who exits here.
And that this is actually like
either
is Bray's version of the WWE, or the writers are just making fun of. Because like when I've heard who writes this stuff,
who's writing Bray Wyatt's shit?
Bray, Triple H, and Tyson Kidd.
That makes sense.
And obviously everything must get approved by Vince because it's Vince's stuff. But so obviously
then you got Vince.
Obviously he probably thinks this is like all really fun.
Oh, this is great! Yeah, let's fucking do their shit. When there's actually subliminal messages.
I'm sure he knows. He's not as
he's
out of it as everyone thinks he is.
Well,
he's just like stuck in his time. But
he's so far up. Exactly.
He's too stuck. But I think. Obviously, he knows what's going on, and like I think a lot of it in his mind is like, okay, so all these people think I'm doing terrible, I'm doing like terrible things. Let's put a show on that kind of shows all the bad things you think I'm doing, and the terrible job you think I'm doing, and Let's just have him talk about it.
Yeah, and now,
and they even said like the whole bringing the children in is like kind of a mockery to the PG thing, like having the children just sit there and like stare.
Just stare. I could also see another mockery when he does the Muscle Man dance.
It's because that's who Vince always used to push.
Thank you. Yeah. Big, tall, muscle dudes.
Yeah.
You know, not the small guys or anything like that. I love it. I love it.
But two other interesting things happened this week, but this is more behind the scenes. 3 people that everyone was like 100% sure of was going to leave the company all resigned. Mike Bennett.
Yes.
And Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah.
And Mike Bennett would have really made sense to leave because they haven't done shit with him.
Nothing.
But I could see them giving him a cruiserweight title run and letting him like be a little face of that show for a while because he is a good talker, he's a good worker, he's a good-looking person, so he'll be good for that show. Yeah. Gallows and Anderson, I like what they're doing with them on Raw, where AJ's basically like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, get your shit together. Don't celebrate before the shit's done. You could have beaten them."
I want to see the Bullet Club, the Carl, the Anderson and Gallows of 3-4 years ago type shit. So I hope that kind of goes somewhere.
And I can see them eventually getting the titles back, the Raw titles back. See AJ eventually winning the world title again because AJ's kind of face of the company.
Yeah. I believe that. He'll definitely have another title run or two before he retires.
And he also said that this contract with WWE is his last. That after his contract is up.
It's what, 3 or 5 years?
I think it's 4.
Oh, it's 4 years?
Yeah, he said once his contract is up,
he's done.
He's done. He said he'll
do some legends,
appearances and stuff.
But kind of like.
But once his contract is up,
he's done.
He's not doing it anymore.
Oh yeah, it's 4 more years, and he's already 41.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's kind of hard to believe with how good it is.
Exactly, and how good shape he's still in, what he still does in the ring. Yeah. I'm sorry to say, it's Jericho-like. Jericho
kind of looks like shit now.
Well, now he does. But when he was 41, 42, he was still doing crazy shit.
I think I still say, I've been saying this to a lot of people, that those 3 people losing them was TNA's biggest mistake. Joe, AJ, and Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Even though WWE doesn't know how to use Bobby Roode. But
yeah, that's what WWE does. And it shows so much because it shows so much even with Dean Ambrose. I understand that both you and I both say he's a lot better while chasing a title.
Yeah.
But that might be Dean Ambrose, the character of WWE. John Moxley, on the other side, it's looking like that, ever since he left WWE, it's like, oh my God, we love him again. We love John Moxley. You see him everywhere. Yeah. Everybody's going crazy about him because he's
freelancer.
Yeah.
So he can go anywhere.
But everybody's excited for him.
But
everybody's excited for this.
No, but the thing about that is, this is still the first month and a half of that. Are they still going to be
a honeymoon phase?
Are they still going to be excited for it 6 months from now when it's still?
Well, we'll see it in AEW. But I think it's hilarious because one of the main events. I got some in my eye. One of the main events at All Out here at at the Sears Theater. It's sold out. But one of the matches is Moxley versus Omega.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be the main event.
No, it's not. It's going to be Jericho.
Yeah, you're right. So it'll be the second to last one. It'll be the second to last one. And when you think of Moxley versus Omega, you think that's big time. That's fucking huge. And it's funny because WWE would probably just waste that away on some random Monday Night Raw, second hour. Yeah, it'll be a good match. But all right, cool. And
but that's also because the way, AEW, they're setting up these events, but they still don't have their TV show yet. But so you don't know how they're going to be when they actually have the TV show. Right now, it's once a month, once a 2 month little pay-per-view, and it's cool and it's fun, but you don't know how they're going to set it up and be when it's a weekly show.
Well, they're stealing people from WWE, even backstage people, left and right. I mean,
That's why I still think WWE has something to do with them.
You might be right.
Especially with the backstage people, just because some of the ones going, they normally wouldn't let go. But AEW has been like really good. Its pay-per-view is cool, but I still don't trust them because of who's in control. Because it's eventually going to lead to a WCW situation. Where when you let the stars make all the rules, for as much as they want to say, oh, we're going to build up this person, we're going to build up this person, they're like, you know what would be really cool if I was the champion right now? Let's write that. I'm going to be the champion tonight.
You're probably right.
And eventually that's going to, and I could even see that happening at the pay-per-view with Jericho.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee you he's going to be the champion. I guarantee you Jericho will be the champion going into the weekly episodic, the weekly episodes.
And I also got to say this, like he tried to like distance himself from his WWE character with like his move and everything, and like his entrance being his Fozzy song.
Yeah.
But
stupid Fozzy.
Yeah, fucking terrible song.
Yeah, it is.
But his finisher is so fucking weak.
What is it now? It's just
you remember how Barrett used to have the barrage, but he'd pull him back and then snaggle? So Jericho's is just like, boom.
Okay, yeah.
It just elbows him in the face.
It's just an elbow in the face. Yeah. That's right, because I saw his match from the other.
Yeah, and I think it also like the Judas Kiss or something.
Yeah, exactly. The Judas Kiss. It's like, Jericho, what happened to you, man?
And like, you'd think like being there, because like the biggest issue in WWE with the original Walls of Jericho was not everyone could like take it because it's a weird move to be put in. You'd think he would have just gone back to that.
Yeah. But maybe he's too old and brittle now to do something.
I mean, all you do is like lean back and like, well, it's not like
true. It's true. Well, we got predictions for Stomping Grounds. This is going to be interesting because we'll see if WWE is going to pull a rabbit out of the hat or a dud. I'm thinking more of a dud. Except maybe one
some of the matches are going to be good, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so first match, Revival defending against the Usos. I don't have a Revival win. I think Shane's people get involved because they do look stronger since aligning with that. It was kind of like a new version.
I'm going to say the Revival. Because you're getting this Elias McIntyre Revival.
Like new version of the corporation, basically.
Exactly. So, you know what? I'll give it to the Revival.
Then, Cruiserweight title, Tony Nese versus Gulak versus Tozawa. I think Nese wins. The only reason I think he wins is because I think at the next pay-per-view he loses it to Mike Bennett.
Okay.
Because the other two are heel. I mean, Tozawa's not really a heel, but he's not really a face. He's just kind of there.
It's just Tozawa.
And Gulak's obviously a heel. I think Nese keeps it for another month and a half, and then Bennett gets either at SummerSlam or something.
Yeah, then, especially if he re-signed, you know he's going to have a title run somewhere.
Then the New Day versus Owens and Zayn.
It should be Owens and Zayn.
I think this one will be Owens and Zayn.
I think so, too.
Especially since they've been taking the L the last few weeks.
Exactly.
That's kind of like how they build things. Usually
That's the pattern.
They have people lose on the pay-per-view, they come out on top.
Exactly.
Then Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery.
This is a tough one. I'm going to say Bryan and Rowan. But, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with Bryan and Rowan. Even though that's going against what WWE is doing these days, and that's just sporadic wins for everybody. I would like to see a Bryan and Rowan win this one, and then the next pay-per-view, Heavy Machinery gets it. Build it up a little bit more. Yeah. I think we got a good rivalry going on with these two. I think it's good.
It's funny.
But it's funny. It's fun. It's getting there. You need the heels to win this match, and then maybe the next pay-per-view.
Some gimmick match and
tables match or some bullshit like that. Yeah.
Then U.S. title, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet.
Here's your sporadic one. Ricochet.
I don't think
wins.
it's really sporadic.
I think it is.
I don't think it's sporadic. They all like Ricochet.
Oh no, I believe it.
The only reason Joe has the title is because Mysterio
Ricochet
got hurt.
Exactly.
If Mysterio wouldn't have gotten hurt, Mysterio would still be champion, and he'd probably be facing Cesaro.
Or Samoa Joe again.
They'd probably be going heel.
Or Cesaro. Or Joe again.
Yeah. So I think
they might just go a whole different way because they do that a lot. Well, there's a lot of injuries.
I think Ricochet gets the win. I think he does it either by like a roll up or something like not 100% like legit and like kind of like so we have to have a question in a second match. But
these days.
I really like I said earlier, I really liked how he won that match, and what made me think he was gonna win on Sunday is after the match, the attack Joe did, and then even after Joe attacked him, he still Ricochet still looked strong and still looked like he could take it. So I think it's gonna be like an amazing match, and I think Ricochet will end up coming up on top.
I believe you.
I could even see.
I say Ricochet. Yeah.
I could even see. I mean, this might be leaning towards potentially turning him, but an appearance from his former partner,
Alistair fucking
and
Black.
he lights go out, refs down, hits a black mass on Samoa Joe, and then Ricochet 630, pins him, and
1, 2, 3, or Alistair Black comes out of nowhere
and
black masses both of them,
and then Ricochet just rolls into the cover,
or it would be a DQ, and then it'll set up a triple threat for next pay-per-view.
Yeah,
but I'll say Ricochet.
Bayley versus Alexa Bliss.
I think they're gonna believe in Bayley, and I think they're gonna give Bayley the win. I think with the way that she's going right now, this is like NXT Bayley.
Yeah, I think if she wins,
it'd be fucking awesome if she does.
I think if she wins, it's gonna be by DQ.
Yeah,
I think she'll somehow get Nikki Cross involved.
Oh, fuck yeah, the Nikki Cross whole thing.
But if it doesn't go that way, I could honestly see them giving Alexa the title again.
And then going with Alexa with Nikki Cross as her little buddy.
Yeah, as her manager.
I'm so pissed off that they fucked up on Nikki Cross's character.
Sounds bad as what they did to Eric Young.
Yeah, he's in UK, right?
No, that's Alexander Wolf. Eric Young is chasing the 24/7 title.
That's right, he is. That's so sad.
I don't mind it because, no, not just that. I like her character with Alexa because she's still playing kind of like the crazy person, but Alexa is kind of controlling her and is that's like a perfect role for her. She's a crazy person, Alexa.
But she's not like ripping her hair out like a.
I mean, she does still when she does her entrance and in the matches.
Yeah,
it's just when she's with Alexa, she's like calmed down, and I like kind of the dynamic between them two. It's a lot of fun.
And it'll be fun to see it with Alexa Bliss as the champion. So
the only reason I don't think she'll win it is because she is technically on Raw. Alexa Bliss is technically on Raw.
See, this whole wild card shit is so confusing.
Yeah.
It's so fucking confusing.
Well, no, that's what I said last week. I have no fucking idea who's on what show.
I don't either.
It's like, okay.
I even forgot that Bayley had the SmackDown title, not the Raw title, but I know not really.
Then Raw is
the Raw title.
Becky Lynch versus Lacey.
Becky.
Yeah, Becky's
gonna kill her. I think I don't know why, but I think the momentum that Lacey Evans had is just dying out.
Yeah.
And she's a great fucking wrestler. She's really good in the ring. I just think the mic skills
are not. There's only so much that character can really do. Exactly. It's not
exactly.
It's kind of like Naomi's character.
Yes.
There's it's really hard to get if they would have kept her character like NXT version of her, which was she's like a military mom. She served in the army. She did all this, and that's why she acts like that. But now it's just basically little model person who if they would have done the NXT version of her, I think more people would get behind her, but they didn't.
Becky Lynch.
Same with Naomi. That character needs to change soon.
Yes.
Then Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
I know what should happen. You know what? They're going to do it. I believe in WWE this time around. I believe in them. I'm going with McIntyre. Because it's not one of the top, it's not one of the big 5 pay-per-views. And that's why they're going to put it out. They're going to put a win for McIntyre over Roman. And they're going to need somebody else to face Seth Rollins, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I could see him beating Roman. I obviously think Elias or one of the people will get involved and distract Roman and help him out.
Yeah. Maybe Revival and Elias and Shane.
Yeah. Kofi versus Dolph Ziggler, steel cage.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I could see Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. No, you're not. No. Kofi.
Yeah.
Kofi's going. Kofi wins.
Universal title.
Brock Lesnar. This one I'm for sure.
100%.
I love your idea. I love your idea, but I don't think, dude, if they do that, that will be epic. To have Brock Lesnar the special guest referee. How funny would that be? Think about it. He would just F5 both of them, laugh at both of them, F5 both of them again, have maybe Seth Rollins cover him 1, 2, 3, beat the fuck out of Rollins and still tease. No, I'll say Rollins, but Lesnar to just tease to cash it in and says, nah, not today. I think he's going to keep on doing that shit.
I think he will. I don't know if he'll be the like the people.
Hilarious.
It would be the people. I'm thinking.
Who's going to be the ref? I think it's going to be very underwhelming if it's not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
If it's not him, it's not going to be anybody cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be somebody like, really? It's R-Truth?
That would be funny.
That would be funny. That would be nice.
I'm trying to think who else it could be.
Like, seriously. Who could it be?
Could be Shane.
Yeah, it could be Shane. You're right. It could be Shane. But if it's Shane, then
could be someone else Seth has had issues with in the past. Who? Time to play the game.
Triple H. Yeah, but Triple H and Rollins are now cool with each other.
That's what you think. He was cool with Shawn Michaels until he sledgehammered him in the back.
Yes. This is true. This is very true. Now, like, I could see Shane, and then maybe, like, Shane gets knocked out, a random referee comes in, counts Seth Rollins, 1, 2, 3, there you go.
Yeah.
But it needs to be somebody high-powered heel. It needs to be a high-powered heel. I just don't know who.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
You know what? I could see it's Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I could see after Drew McIntyre, Elias helps him beat Roman Reigns, and Baron Corbin's like, oh, you want to know who my fucking referee is? It's Drew McIntyre. And then it's McIntyre. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see it's McIntyre.
Or Lashley.
Yeah, I can see Lashley.
Lashley would make sense because he's not on the card and
yeah,
would give a top heel and one of Baron's like kind of friends because they were in the group together for a little while.
Exactly.
So that would make sense. Like one really bad thing happened on main event this week that I didn't actually watch, but I saw clips of online.
What?
Dana Brooke got her like head busted open.
Ooh.
It was like basically like gushing blood and had like basically. But I'll say this:
stop the match.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Obviously. But if it's Goldberg, don't worry about it.
Well, no. But this was the difference. I was telling her. She the match was stopped, but she basically got up on her own, like grabbed the towel, like held it over her head, and she's walked out on her own, fine. Goldberg basically knocks himself out.
I'm going to keep on going.
Goldberg knocks himself out.
Saudi Arabia, you got to keep on going, right?
But yeah, and they're saying she got a couple stitches. She's fine now, but she got. Let me see if I can find the picture of it. But yeah, she got busted open real bad.
Let's see this picture. Let's see this picture. Oh damn!
Yeah, she got basically she was facing Sarah Logan and got drop toe hold onto the turnbuckle, like you know how they do.
Yeah.
She like went a little too far in.
But she went really far.
Yeah, and like hit
And
like right
really
on the,
hit it.
right on the metal.
Oh, damn, that sucks. Well, hopefully she'll be okay.
But yeah, they're saying she's like, she's got the stitches. She's good now, and she'll be probably back in a few weeks. But like, I'm not expecting the pay-per-view to be really any good, but
yeah,
I think a few matches will end up being really good. Like I think the Bryan match will be good, and the KO Insane versus the New Day will be good.
Mm-hmm.
Joe and Ricochet will be good.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know if they're really gonna do anything big with that special referee.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, there's gonna be some good fucking matches. I just don't think there's gonna be anything epic, unless they do a Brock Lesnar as special guest referee. But
or Paul Heyman,
or Paul Heyman, or if even Dolph Ziggler wins, that'd be like, whoa. There's not gonna be anything out of left field.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be cut and dry.
Yeah,
that's all it's gonna be. Hopefully hopefully Ricochet gets a huge win on Samoa Joe, and I hope it's not a roll up. I'm sick of roll ups.
It might be.
I'm sick of roll-ups.
And there's also like one thing I was thinking about like before when I saw this card and when I saw Bray's latest little promo where he just disappeared out of the funhouse basically.
Yes.
I was like,
that's right.
What if
he did disappear out of the funhouse?
What
the fuck?
What if he's the ref? What if Baron's just like, well, you want to know my ref? There you go.
There you are. It's the Fiend. The Fiend is the ref. That'd be so crazy. I'd love it. I'd fucking love it. I'd cry. I'd cry with tears of happiness all day. I don't know how, but it would just.
Want to know my ref? There he is.
There he is. There he is. That's my referee. And they're like, what? Huh?
And there was one interesting thing about like the last video. I think I heard because like I told you a few weeks ago, he's trying to get WWE to approve him using Unsainted by Slipknot as his theme.
Okay.
And in the little promo when I was doing like the little metal riffs in the between, it kind of sounded like the bass line from that.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. To get Unsatans for his theme music. It's going to be interesting. I'm very excited for this Bray Wyatt character. I really hope we get to see him soon, and I really hope WWE doesn't fuck him up.
Yeah, I don't think they will just because they kind of realize how big of a star Bray is and how badly they've kind of fucked him over the past few years. And he is one of like Triple H's like guys, and he's been trying to get him put into better situations. I think once he comes, I think he's going to wreck a lot of shit. Yeah,
I really hope.
Or you could even see him if it's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
See him return kind of like
Kane
debuted.
Yes!
Just pop up out of the cage.
Pop up out of the cage.
Just like attack everyone.
Exactly.
Then just lights go out, disappear, then let them finish the match.
Yep. That would be fucking amazing. Well, I got nothing else.
No, Joe Flacco still sucks.
I'm James.
I'm Adam.
This is Pup List, and
Joe Flacco still sucks.
Joe Flacco's the best.
No, it's not. Lamar Jackson beat the record. 623 yards passing.
I'll get that. Not this one.
Why? Who are you playing now?
I don't know. I'm going to go check it out. Adios!
See ya.